Math 122. We saw the first income tax. Simple example. I think it was Emily was a child care provider. Let's check out a second income tax example. Maybe a little more involved. A couple more numbers going on. All right. So this one's straight from the homework. I got an accountant. He's got base salary, bonuses, stocks. Got all sorts of donations, college fund, retirement. Lots of numbers coming on here. We're going to break it down step by step by step. But you know what? First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change all the numbers because you'll solve it for the regular homework, and well, you see my concepts going on right here. So let's break it down. First step: gross income. All the money that comes in. Well, I see a salary, $75,000. I see bonuses. That's coming in. I see stock portfolio. Carefully, he doesn't get $50,000. $50,000 is sitting in some stock account somewhere else. He's getting 4% interest. You're getting 4% interest. So you're just doing that calculation. Thank you, calculator. All right. So that is the gross income, all the money that comes in. Next up, adjustments. Remember, you got to think very, very specifically, just like a tax person. The only adjustments you make are retirement accounts and college funds. There's my college. I got that minus the college fund. And you see it's monthly, so you see the times 12. I have a retirement account. So once again, that is minus 600 monthly times 12. So after you make those adjustments, there is my AGI, my adjusted gross income. Why did I only subtract those two numbers, not this 250 for the church? Adjustments are very specific. I don't care about church. I don't care about United Way. I care about retirement, and I care about college expenses. All right, so we got the gross, money coming in. We get the adjustments, college and retirement. Next up, we have the taxable income. So the next step in the taxable income, if you remember, we have that deductions, we have the exemptions, and they come from this chart. So Barry, if you read the information, he's separate from his wife. His wife's going to do her own taxes. So there's the category that I got to look at. So using those numbers, let's see, deductions. Deductions are going to be charity. So he's got charity. Actually, good point. And this is once again, you're thinking like a tax person. You got to think about these details. And this is in the lecture notes way down there. Not only your charity deductions, also if you own your own house, the interest is a deduction as well. So there's one number. Then you have your church donations times 12. That's monthly. United Way, so that's times 12 as well. So those are all those deductions. Exemptions, this talks about how many people you're taking care of. Well, Barry's obviously taking care of himself, and he has 2 children. So that's 3 exemptions. Barry's taking care of himself. He's taking care of 2 children. So there's 3 exemptions, and you get that number. So what are we putting together here now? We've got the deductions. That comes from all those deductions and all the charity donations and also his home mortgage. And the exemptions comes from all the PPs take care of. So we take the taxable income. We're taking the AGI number. Think backwards. The AGI was from the second step we did. And we minus those deductions and we minus those exemptions. Here we go. What you're doing here is you're saying, hey, Uncle Sam, yeah, I made $84,000, which is a top number up there, but Uncle Sam cannot touch the rest of the money. He cannot touch your deductions. He cannot touch your exemptions. He cannot touch your retirement, and he cannot touch your college funds. That's how tax code works, and that's how a tax professional knows all those rules can help get you the best deal on your taxes. They have H&R Block, all that stuff. That's their job, is to do this most efficiently. So right now, Uncle Sam looks at $54,450 and says, time for me to get my tax owed. So $54,450, that was the taxable income. I'm making a little bar graph kind of represent that, a little bit more than $50,000. I look at the tax brackets. There's this bracket, 25%. Okay, that's kind of basic because you're just saying, wait, 54,000 isn't in that third tax bracket and you times by 25. But in the most detailed way, what you got to do is you got to break up that 54 across the 3 tax brackets. There's the bottom one. There's the middle tax bracket up to 36,900. And then how come I'm subtracting? Because you're just trying to see the size of that red bar is kind of in between. And then the third tax bracket, I would make it a green one here. It's in between those 2 numbers. And you calculate that. So you see that when you calculate the taxable income, what you ended up doing is you're breaking up that number between 3 tax brackets. Is it complicated? Absolutely. Are you going to do the best effort you can to solve the homework? Yeah, And then you know how things work in this class. There are going to be corrections. I will post feedback on the homework, and then you'll be able to make corrections. But once you get that taxable income, break it up. Look at this diagram. I'm taking that number, I'm breaking it up across 3 tax brackets, and then I'm able to find the percentages. And then last thing is add them up to get the total tax owed. Check it out. Digest it the best you can. Do the best you can on the homework, and I'll be in touch with feedback on week 4 homework coming soon.